So today I've had one of the most physically demanding days I've had in a long time, okay? Essentially, I ended up having 3 workouts in one day. I know this shit sounds super crazy. For you to genuinely understand, let's start off with a story. So essentially, today I finished school very early. I'm talking like 11 p.m. I finished school super early, so I really wanted to make use of that opportunity. So I immediately went outside and played basketball because the weather was amazing and I need to get my shooting right. I'm a terrible shooter and I need to get this fixed. So as soon as I was done with school, I went outdoors, I went on the basketball court and I started practicing. The practice session took me like around an hour, I think. And suddenly, my friend showed up. A very good friend of mine showed up. And see, my friend has been trying to lose weight for quite some time now. He's been trying to lose weight for quite some time now. He's been going crazy over that stuff. He's been going crazy, right? He's gone on these super long bike rides. And of course, he wanted to convince me, right? He's a way better basketball player than me. So I quickly got bored of playing with him and he wanted to do something else. So we immediately hopped on our bikes, and this is where we get to the second workout, which was a very long biking session. I'm talking like we went at least over 20 kilometers. We found like this very cool road that we've never been to before, and we decided to explore it. And once the road ended, we just kept driving. We didn't know where we were going, so we just kept going. And there was a point in time, right, where we stopped because like his phone called, and we just looked around. And we had zero fucking clue where we are, okay? We did not recognize any of the buildings around us. It was 80% forest around us, really. We had zero idea where we were. So we had to turn back. And as I said, throughout this whole second workout, right? This whole bike ride, we at least, at the very minimum, we had to have made like at least 20 kilometers at the very minimum, right? We went on a very long ride and we were in a rush, right? Because we had like 30 minutes left until my boxing workout starts. Yeah, I had a third workout. So we were fucking rushing to make it home on time so that I can go on my boxing workout. And yeah, we were going on our bikes really fucking fast, which takes even more effort, which makes my legs even more fucking tired, right? So by the time I made it to the boxing session, which took me it took a lot of effort to get there, right? So once I made it there, I barely made it. I was like, the practice session would start at 9:30. I made it exactly at 9:30. Like 7:30, whatever, okay? I made it there exactly at 7:30. And my coach looked at me and he was like, oh, you made it on time. He himself was surprised because the way I walked into the facility was like, he knew something was on, right? And as soon as we were done with the warm-ups, doing all that shit, I walk out to my sparring partner, right? Now, my sparring partner is a 30-year-old, 6 foot something, respectfully, obese guy. And I am just a 16-year-old, 5'7" kid who, sure, I've been lifting for quite some time, but I don't compare to this guy, right? I don't compare to a 30-year-old, 6 foot something man, okay? I'm like a fucking kid next to him. Well, it's because I'm underage, but yeah. I've had 2 workouts that day, and I had to do 3 rounds against this guy. A huge fucking, like, bodyguard type of person. And guess what happened? As soon as we got into the ring, right? I started, like, throwing jabs, doing all that stuff, and before you know it, I got him to get even more tired than I was. I've went through 2 workouts today, and, like, 20-kilometer bike ride, and a basketball session. So by the time I made it there, I was also fucking tired, right? It literally felt like 2 heavyweights fighting, but I was still able to gas him out. Even though I was fucking dying. My body was fucking dying. I was gasping for air with every single punch. And I ended up winning, actually. We did a 3-round spar, 3 minutes with a 1-minute break, and I still won. Like, of course, we weren't sparring for points. It was just a friendly match, but you could just tell I was winning. I've landed so many clean shots to the head, clean like hooks to the stomach. I'm sorry if that guy ever watches that video. It wasn't even close that day. It wasn't even close. And he has days where he could just put me in a corner and I'm just sitting there like fucking in my guard, not being able to do anything. But yeah, generally speaking, I whooped his ass. And after we're done with sparring, my uncle made He made us do one of the most brutal workouts he had. Now, this is well, I wouldn't count this as a fourth workout because boxing is of course like a one thing. So yeah, this is the third workout, right? After we're done with the sparring, he made us do a very, very intense cardio session. Of course it had to be fucking cardio, right? After doing a 20-kilometer bike ride and the basketball practice, of course it had to be a fucking cardio session. And yeah, I was fucking gasping for air with every exercise. My uncle, my coach, he was looking at me with this like, you good? He did not know what the fuck was going on. I was gasping for air at every single exercise. I was dying. But at the end of the day, once all of the 3 practice sessions were over, I felt fucking amazing. I felt amazing because I never neglected cardio. And here I am. I was able to do 3 high-intensity workouts on a bulk, matter of fact. And see, wait, I'm actually gonna show you. Oh, the food's right there. It's fucking waiting for me. As soon as I'm done recording, bro, I'm gonna eat all of it, and I'm still gonna take a snack because I'm so fucking hungry, right? But essentially, don't skip cardio, man. Cardio is so fucking important, especially when you're a younger guy, right? Because I promise you, if you're a big fucking chubby bodybuilder but you have 0 cardio, it's like you're really not that strong as you think. Strong as a whole, matter of fact, because sure, you can push a lot of weight, but if you're not able to do it for a long period of time, then like, no, you're not practically strong. You're strong at the gym, but you're not strong outside of the gym. And I have another story to back that up. My father, he has his own company, right? The company is like, they build houses, they build rooftops, all that type of shit, right? And a couple of years ago, they hired a 20-something-year-old guy. And he was a bodybuilder. He was very fucking big, right? Matter of fact, I think he started his own YouTube channel. But I have no idea who he is, okay? I never actually got to meet him. But essentially, he was a big fucking bodybuilder, right? However, on his very first day at work at my dad's company, my dad told him, because he's the boss, right? My dad told him, move these boxes upstairs. He had to walk like the 2 levels on some fucking building, right? My dad actually was carrying the boxes as well. And believe me when I tell you, my dad has the typical European father physique, where it's like, he has a fucking, okay, I love my dad, but he has a belly, right? But he has some muscle underneath it. He's fucking strong. And my dad has done a shit ton of like functional, like hard work. Not the gym, not martial arts, but he's been working really hard physically over the past couple of years, so he knows how to do this shit. While this guy, the bodybuilder, sure, he's been lifting weights for quite some time. He's been really strong, but he was a steroid meathead, and he's never done cardio in his life. So when they were walking up their stairs carrying like, I don't fucking know, 10-kilogram boxes, sure, the first couple times they've done it, they didn't feel a thing. But after like several minutes, or maybe even an hour of carrying the boxes, the bodybuilder said to my dad, how the fuck are you doing this? And I promise you, my dad has like this European father physique. And you put that against this bodybuilder guy. And my dad still fucking won. My dad's such a fucking G. I love him so much. But essentially, the point that I'm trying to make is, if you don't do any fucking cardio, you don't even compare. You have 0 functional strength. Well, not like totally 0, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. Your physique is not functional without cardio. It's like your body has all of these different attributes. You have strength, you have power, you have cardio, you have flexibility, you have speed. And here you are, focusing on only one stat. Why not work fucking all of them? Why not work fucking all of them? Because the gym allows you to train all of these different things. But here you are, we go gym. I'm gonna bulk 20 kilograms in 3 months, and I'll look like an ugly meathead. But hey, I'm 20 kilograms heavier. Funny enough, this is a thing on the side, but most professional bodybuilders have the BMI of literally obese men. I'm talking like the max level of obesity. Because if your muscles aren't functional, it's literally like unnecessary weight. And guess what? Too much body fat is also unnecessary weight, right? So it's pretty much the same thing. I know what I'm saying right now kind of fucks with your mind, but if you really want to have an actually functional physique, a physique that will actually benefit you outside the gym, not just, big barbell, big weight, then yeah, cardio is really fucking important. All of these things are important. But then, yeah, this video is about cardio, right? So I'm going to talk about cardio. If you don't train cardio, then you're really missing out. And you don't have to go on these like super boring fucking cardio sessions where you actually sit at the gym and do cardio. No, I don't like doing that either. That's fucking boring, right? But there are many, like, so fun ways to implement cardio. And if you were actually listening to the story, I wouldn't even have to listen to you, right? Sports, biking. Well, biking is also a sport, but sports in general are such an amazing way to do cardio that feels effortless. It literally feels fucking effortless. If I had to give you 2 recommendations, bike rides and boxing, martial arts as a whole, really. These 2 things will fucking burn your cardio. You'll do a shit ton of cardio with them, and the best part about it, you feel fucking amazing. When you're biking, you can go wherever the fuck you want, and you can actually see some pretty nice fucking views. As I said in this story, right? Me and my friend, we're just biking, and we didn't even know where we were going. We've planned out to like go on this one track. Well, as soon as the track ended, we just kept going forward, and we had zero idea where we were going. And we actually found some pretty sick views. It's pretty fucking fun, right? And martial arts, it's martial arts. You get to hit people in the face. I've actually had this issue. I've had this issue where as soon as I started martial arts, weightlifting became fucking boring for me. Because people walk into gyms thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna become more masculine. I got to become more masculine. So they start lifting weights. But if you really want to maximize your masculinity, martial arts gives you triple amount compared to weightlifting. I promise you. Lifting a heavy barbell whilst you're sitting on this like very comfortable bench, lifting some fucking weight, it doesn't even compare to getting smacked in your fucking nose. I promise you. You're hearing this advice from a 16-year-old kid, but I'm telling you this from experience, right? Sitting on a comfortable bench, pushing your little machine upwards, doesn't even fucking compare to getting striked in the liver or hit with a nose or hit to the stomach. It doesn't even fucking compare. And the actual cardio workouts you do, they're fucking brutal. They're fucking brutal. They will slaughter you. They will actually fucking challenge you. I'm telling you all of this just to give you to a perspective how fucking much calories I've burned today with 3 fucking workouts. Basketball doesn't burn that much calories unless you're like actually trying really fucking hard. Hustling, in other words. But yeah, those would be my 2 recommendations if you want to do cardio in a cool way. Now, sure, you can do cardio at the gym if you want to be more optimal, really. But personally, all you really need to do is just find a sport you like. And for most of you, I would recommend martial arts because it's a sport that actually carries on to real life. If you don't have like a passion or a sport you genuinely like, then yeah, I'll personally go for martial arts because they're actually useful in real life. Because hey, they boost your confidence as well, right? You actually know how to defend yourself in real life. So I would say that martial arts is probably the way to go. You don't need to do all these cardio workouts now. Sure, if you want to, then yeah. If you want to, I could give you some specifics, but generally speaking, you only have high intensity cardio and your body only is optimized for high intensity cardio and low intensity cardio. So the way you train these is, well, you do high intensity and do low intensity. So don't do fucking jogging. Jogging is like this unnatural, like in between spot where it doesn't really train anything. I know it sounds really fucking like weird because you've always been jogging at PE, but yeah, if you want to like really jog and like do it in a very light way. But essentially, all you need is to have a high intensity cardio and a low intensity cardio. So high intensity can be martial arts, as I said. Martial arts are a great fucking way. It can be any sport that actually physically challenges you, that actually challenges your cardio. And low intensity is just low intensity cardio. So going on a walk, going on a bike ride. Bike rides don't have to be intense, by the way. You could go on like a very challenging road, but we weren't on a challenging road. We're just cruising on the street talking about something. It's so fun to me. Like genuinely, biking is so fucking fun. You get to sit on this fucking machine and you don't even have to think about the leg movement. You can freely talk with the friend next to you. And your legs are like subconsciously doing the work for you. I love biking so fucking much. It's a hobby like literally fucking nobody talks about, but biking is so underrated. Go on a bike today and go on a road you've never been to. Find a road that you've never actually been to the end of it. And hop on your bike and just go there. Just for the sake of it. I promise you, you'll have so much fucking fun. Especially if you do it with friends. But yeah, those are my recommendations. Don't skip cardio, bitch. If you want to talk to me directly, join the Discord. If not, then click all the buttons, like, comment, sub, whatever. I'll see you in the next one.